Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Indiana Airguns. Today on the channel, we have the Bullpup Avenger out, and it's not really about the rifle today. It's more about the optic that's mounted on top. This is the Cvlife 6x24x50 AOE scope, and it's got the first of all, it's just a budget-friendly scope. And I can really appreciate that. A lot of these air guns and a lot of their accessories aren't cheap. And one thing's for sure, everything that you get does have a price tag attached to it. So this scope isn't for everybody. This, in my opinion, is maybe a good 100-yard scope. Maybe that's pushing it a little bit. It's definitely not going to reach out to no 500 yards or anything like that. I think it does have the potential to, but I think its power rating is a little overrated. At best, in my opinion, this is maybe a 16 magnification scope. Even though it does say 24, it's just not, even compared to like my Discovery scopes, because all of my scopes are basically budget scopes anyway. Even my red dots and things of that nature, I just haven't been able to bring myself to spend that much for a scope. I'm always thinking I can get another air gun for that, I can get another this for that, or I can do this with that. You know what I'm saying? There's just so much more that I can do with that amount of money. But this is the hobby, and those prices are what we deal with. But for somebody that has even a cheap gun, a cheap PCP or CO2 gun, or all the way up to rim fires, center fires, things of that nature. I think this scope can get the job done. I'm not sure about its repeatability. Of course, I don't have any rimfire guns, center fire guns, or anything like that. I basically just shoot all basically air rifles. Anything that I can get away with shooting in the inner city. A lot of my shooting is done there. A lot of my shooting is done here at roughly 40 yards. And this scope is absolutely money, and has been. It wasn't meant for this gun. I had purchased another air gun, and this scope and everything at the same time. Well, the rifle ended up getting here first, and of course I couldn't. I was just too anxious, so I had to take the scope off of something. And this was sporting. If you guys remember when I did the initial review on this gun, or the accuracy test or whatnot, the first video I done on it, it had the 6x24x44 on it from Discovery. As far as the clarity on this scope, comparing it to that scope only, I think that scope is a lot clearer. The lenses are a lot cleaner, get you a lot closer to the targets. And I'm not sure. I think that Discovery scope also has the red and green. This also has the red and green where your reticle lights up. It's kind of gimmicky to me. I don't really use that. If I'm shooting at dusk to where I can't make out what I'm shooting at or whatever, the green or the red has never helped me. I do that in the basement all the time, checking that. And it seems like I do worse when I have the red or the green one versus the black. But I was shooting at a black and white target, so whenever I was putting the reticle over what I was shooting at, it would take away the center dot, and I could not see. I couldn't keep the gun center enough, especially when you're doing the fly swatter challenge. You need to be pretty precise, That wasn't with this particular scope. However, it was a Cvlife scope. It wasn't this power though. But again, it does come with everything you need to mount it. It's got the Monster Marines on here right now, which have been sitting around for quite a long time. And I was happy to see that they fit this tube, and I was able to use those versus the rings that come with it. I think they'll get the job done, and I think Nibs has been a testament to that. But I just kept them in the box. You also get a cleaning cloth and the lens covers in the box as well. I think they come already attached on the scope, and then of course it's wrapped in a little bit of foam with a rubber band or something along those lines. I think it also is in a plastic bag. But other than that, it's pretty basic. But for less than 50 bucks, I mean, what do you really expect? I think it's an absolute steal for that. I think if you're only shooting out to about 50 yards or so, this scope can definitely be for you. It should not be overlooked. It's definitely been doing work on here. Actually, You take a couple shots. I've been running 14.3 crossmans through here, hollow points of course, and scope's been doing well so far. You know, I've had it all the way out to 50, and even at 50, I was dead money. You know, of course I wasn't shooting. I think I was shooting JTS dead centers then. Unfortunately, I didn't have that footage, and I'm kind of frustrated I didn't, because it really started to shine at 50, in my opinion. Out over that 75 and 100, it was still doing good. Just the clarity started to kind of, but I was shooting in kind of a shaded area too. So that may have had something to do with it. I do like the fact the bell up front is just so big that it draws in so much light. You know, that is another good thing about it. So you do get a decent sight picture, but just the glass itself could definitely be a little cleaner. Again, for the money that you spend on this though, it's not something that I would worry about. Just that's trying to nitpick and trying to find something. The reticles up top are nice and clicky. Good response there. Don't have an issue. Seems to be holding and doing me just fine. So let's get a couple shots down range and we'll get out of here. Appreciate you guys for stopping by. Thumbs up is always appreciated. Let's see what we can do here. I've got 3 little spinners out there. I'm going to start with the smallest one. I think it's maybe an inch and a half, something like that. It's not too big. Of course, once we take it off safety. Come on, Hank. And it's not loaded. And we're out of ammo. Oh boy, only on YouTube, guys. So let's get a couple. We'll just do 5 shots or so. You know, we won't try to do a group or anything. Like I said, you may hear me hitting the steel down there. If not, I do apologize. But it's not really about shooting today. It's more of a video on the scope. And just letting guys know, man, you know, I mean, I understand, you know, the first focal planes and the second focal planes and the higher end scopes are really nice scopes. I've never had the opportunity. Like I said, I think the Discovery is the most expensive scope that I've got. I think that was just under a couple $100. But, you know, for what this is compared to that, it's really apples to oranges. There's really no comparison. But it's done me great. So let's get a couple thus far anyway. We will report back if anything else happens. Like I said, we were going to the inch and a half target. Let's see what we can do here. Just stay on that one target. Oh yeah. And that's probably right at about 30 yards. Man, money. 3 dead squirrels right there, guys. Four of them. Let's get one more out there. Yeah. 5 hits. Love the bullpup. I don't know why I don't shoot this gun more. Well, it's a leaker too, guys. And that's unfortunate. It's leaked from day one. This was an eBay purchase and something I'll never do again. Just got a bunch of the runaround. But it's all good. I mean, it holds good enough to be able to take it out and hunt with it, you know, things of that nature. So, but it's just not, sometimes it's not ready when you need it, you know. So, it is what it is. But like I said, guys, don't be scared of the Cvlife line or product of scopes. I mean, if you're looking for something cheap in a pinch and just need to get it out there for maybe a couple days or something like that, maybe it's a vacation gun that you have way out, you know what I'm saying, that you're not going to be shooting that often, I think this would definitely hold up for you. And at under 50 bucks, I mean, come on, guys. I mean, I don't think there's another scope on the market that is that cheap at a 6x24x50. I mean, I don't know. Maybe that's a challenge. Put that down in the comments and let me know. And let me know about the quality of that scope as well. I appreciate you guys for stopping by. Indiana Airguns. Till next time, guys. Take care.